I have Apache symbol. On the other side, I have those eyes, which are not good or bad because they stayed neutral, just like the Earth, which is a neutron to all of these elements. But when you think of elements, you think of what they have said in the past. Father Chromos or Nos Magnus, or they try to say that that's the impious. And I know this sounds very, very messed up, but when it comes to elements, there is no family trait. For you mix water and air and fire and you make electricity. When you mix all of these are just elements that are doing the ancient geometrics for them. But when you look at the family tree, you will realize those that have been manipulated. And when you think about it, for instance, it says, my Lord's covenant. Are we speaking about our true God that I have always been praying to, as far as circle of life in the universe and also Jesus? Are you talking about those that put Book of David and Life of David? One that is so positive and motivating, and the other one just completely demonic, And then they split them into two powers, which was all put in storytelling sense. So as far as me trying to figure out things to make sure people are no longer in cults, I'm actually able to get further insight to the real picture. So what I wanted to say is, earlier I realized that Illuminati and Anonymous, that's real father to son, as far as, dominant to younger, making them dominant and aggressive and territorial. So when they mess with my Facebook, my TikTok, my family, my whole life, and my generations of family, blissfully, I am the abandoned, outcast, black sheep, because how everything worked in their favor until now. With me being homeless and me not having my own family or any kids, I am not scared of anything as far as loss, because I am on my own. But this information is important for the rest of the world, because the truth will set you free. That was actually not complete because it had a missing part. The truth will set you free from the spell. So I've been depicting a lot of truth. And as far as those that are not under the spell, well, it seems like we got some real witches that are actually not caring about others for them to be placing this simulation of manipulation. And I just wanted to put that out there. I mean, BC, IEAD, the true meaning behind that is by creation, intellect exists in all domains, So earlier I was depicting it also in different ways. But these are the truths, and also this is the reason why at the same time I'm trying to help life, past, present, and future. I have not got awarded or anything. So therefore, am I caring about the financial standpoint? Only because I have been left with nothing. But if anybody cared and they wanted to show support, I probably wouldn't be so defensive to try to do it all. I'd probably just be more into the moment of just helping them believe in God, rather than, stepping up to a fight in which they thought that I was going to step down to. All of those that are really dominating the world, thinning out the air, crashing the ozone layer, and already destroyed so much. I mean, what happened to the moons on Pluto? What happened to the 13 planets? What happened to the 13 months? Why was there 24 moons once? Why does the moon, when you look at it and it's not a full moon, does it look like something that's partially broken instead of completely circular, right there showing the shade on the moon? This is stuff that I'm not scared to die from, because I only fear the Lord. And that's why I'm able to get this insight that nobody else has, because the Lord really believed in me to stand up for everybody in this life. You know why the Lord cannot stand up for anybody? It's because he'd be destroying his own creation. Just because he did it once, and it was possibly on this planet, that planet. I mean, when you look at Mars, and you know that Pluto used to have 3 planets, you should get the idea that we have been moving or rotated around. There's certain things that had really, really crazy powers as far as technology goes. And as far as Egyptian pyramids and the stones on different islands, you already know that things that were whole were chiseled or, straightened, but also moved by the mind. Telekinesis is real. We have seen somebody move a fork on the table. Did you know that in the old days that we used to eat with only spoons, and then later on the forks came out? Isn't that kind of weird, huh? That's something that I somehow remembered from what I say, past life, but others think that I'm just doing research and somehow I'm going to grasp all that information from missing information that has been documented. Anyways, my name, Victorio, goes from Chief Victorio. They try to manipulate us in so many ways, but guess what? I'm going to bring back a name that nobody really knows about, because I like to go by it also, Vicious. And so, hallowed be my name. I am the servant for the Lord and the living.